For this part of the song, what we want to do now is discuss some cool fade and delay times for individual groups. So for this demonstration, I'm going to use the slim bars like we used in a couple other videos back, where we basically did some cool wing effects and everything, or where we did two wings. So let's talk about that. And we are on Q10 right now of our song, which is a soft bridge of the song. What I want to do to make this more visible, let me get rid of these floor 330s. And I'm going to do at 0. And I can actually demonstrate this right now. I'll do it with the floor 330s and then also the slim bars as well. So what I want to do is I want to, instead of having the lights all fade off at the same time, these 4 lights that I have selected right now, what I want to do is have them fade off from middle and then to the wings. Like so, the inner 2 fade first, and then there's a delay that happens, and then the outer 2 will fade off. So here's how we make that happen. And I actually might do this differently, just depending on my memory. So we have the dimmer closed, which is good. And let's set a fade time of, let's say 3 seconds. And here's where we get creative with our delays. So you could put in 2 seconds for a delay. The cue loads, and then the dimmer will not dim until that 2 seconds is up on the delay. Or you can get creative here and create like a what seems like an effect almost, but it's more of a cool effect on the delay for the dimmer. So if I do, let's do 3 through 0, not dot. Hold on, let's see. Through 0 through 3, please. And let's store this in our current cue that we're on, which is soft bridge. All right. And now again, it might not be totally correct what I explained earlier, because I get turned around sometimes. So let's set our execution time to 0. Let's go back quickly to our last cue, which looks like that. And then watch what happens right here to these blue lights, these 330s on the floor, when I go to this next cue. Actually, I went forward. I was like, that wasn't supposed to happen. Okay. I actually went backwards. Let me go forward now and let me show you. So yeah, so my 2 inner lights faded off first, and then my outer lights faded off. So the reason that happened was because I put 3 through 0 through 3, meaning 3 seconds through 0 seconds through 3 seconds, basically. So it took everything in the middle, faded that first, and went down the line to fade your outer lights. So it looks cool with 4 lights, but it looks even better when you have a string of lights, kind of like these slim bars. How many do we have here? We have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We have 18 slim bars. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and select these lights, kind of like what we did earlier. Top to bottom, left to right, and then bottom to top. And just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to put these at 100%. You wouldn't really put them at 100% at the actual campus, because that will blind everybody, and that would not look good. But I want to demonstrate this so you can actually see it on the visualizer and even in the layout view. Alright, so I turned all these on, and I want them to fade from the middle to the outer lights. So let's do a fade of 1 second. I'll expand this so we can see it better. So I'm on the dimmer. I did a fade of 1 second, and then I'm going to do a delay of, let's say, 6 through 0 through 6. All right. And let's store this into our next cue. Let's do Q11. And we'll name this build. We'll act like the band is building at this point. So hit clear. and let's watch what happens. So you see that the middle started first, same on the other end, and it's going up currently. So it's almost like it's an effect, but it's not. So that it's just a fun way to work with different fades. Like you don't always have to bring in everything at once. You can get really complicated with it if you wanted to. So I've sat here for maybe over an hour sometimes trying to figure out some really cool fades just to really train myself with all this stuff. So it can get pretty fun. So let's continue on and keep working.